What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you come back here for another video today. I don't even know what's happening here. I think this is like the second video this week, and there's going to be like a third one coming, like either tomorrow or the next day, or I don't know, Monday, something like that. There's going to be another video coming in a few days. I'm glad you guys are watching this stuff. You like it. I love it. I've loved doing this stuff, so I'd love to be able to spread it to you. We're doing something different today. I'm painting this picture today. It's an ocean wave. It's a basic painting. You can do this, so make sure you just follow the steps that I'm doing. When I'm done painting this in oil, I'm gonna send you over to another channel that's painting the same picture, but they're doing it in acrylic, because in a lot of the comments, people have asked me, can I do this in acrylics? And I don't normally work in acrylics, so we put together something with another artist. She's absolutely an amazing artist, so head over there, check it out. She's really good at teaching, and her paintings are just, they're just awesome. So we kind of teamed up, and so this way you can have a version of each, one oil and one acrylic. So make sure that you head over there, show her some love at the end of this video, and come on back, tell me what you think. And if you like this idea, let me know, and I'll do more of this stuff. Make sure the bell's on, like, subscribe, share, do all the stuff that I hassle you to do in every single video. Enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, here's the colors. Simple colors today. There's a little bit of blue, black. I don't know if I'm going to use red, probably not, maybe, and white. That's it. So there's like three main colors: blue, black, and white. I got some of this clear gel down here, just in case I need it, which I don't think I will, but you never know. I'm going to set that back down. I like it when it's down. If you take a look up here, I just put a little bit of that clear gel on here. I just kind of scrubbed it in, top and bottom. And then I took a little bit of blue paint, and I kind of whipped the blue paint around. Not much, just almost like a glaze I put over top of that. And I use this brush right here. I'm going to just continue using this. I'm going to wipe this down real quick. So clear gel first, throw it on. Blue paint on top of that. You're just going to go like this. Just kind of glaze it around. You don't have to have a lot of paint on here. All right, and you could put a touch of black in there too. It'll dull that blue down. I painted this black before I did anything. I used like a black gesso, and I just dumped it on here. I actually did that yesterday, even though it only takes like 20 minutes to dry. All right, so I'm just wiping this off. This is the brush I used for that, and I'm going to use pure white paint. I'm just going to take a little bit of white on here, and I just want to get this is just like the easiest sky ever, so I just want to take a little bit of white and get something happening up there. So I got this dirty brush right here, and I just went into a real small amount here, and I'm just going to go like this to get something happening up here. Now I'm going to have to blend some of this. I'm just throwing some of this color around here. And some of the areas are actually drying for that clear gel that I put on. So that's what I was saying. I might have to use some more to make it to get it to go smooth. So this is just some of the area in the sky here that's going to have light. It's like a nighttime sky down at the beach. Okay, before I go too further, I'm actually going to try to blend some of this out real quick. I'm going to do little circles. I just want to see how this looks, because it is drying pretty quickly, that gel that I put underneath. So I'm just doing little circles. I'm actually using the same brush. I just wanted to get some kind of a background in here first, and then I'll go over top of it with some lighter colors. This is a real easy picture to do. It's just a standard old basic wave. You guys probably seen waves like this before. All right, back to the white. Throw a little bit of something in down here. This is the horizon area here. Okay. Just work this color in real quick, and I'll work this up like this. Make it real subtle. So all I'm doing is I'm just kind of, if I see any hard edges, I'm just kind of taking care of them real quick, and then we're going to go back on top of this with just a nice light color, and we're going to highlight some of these areas here and start to bring it together. Now, if you have linseed oil, you can use that. I know a lot of you guys have asked me, you know, can I use linseed oil? Can I use this or that? But you can use linseed oil. I would recommend get a hold of Gamblin oil colors. I think they're in Oregon. Get a hold of them and have them send you a kit. And hopefully in the near future, I'll be able to have a kit for you guys so you can just you know, be able to direct you to exactly what I use in a kit. Let me know if you guys, if you would like that. If I put a kit together of exactly what I'm using for you guys to purchase. Okay, just take these long strokes out. Okay, all right, so this is like our subtle background color. That's in here. All right, I'm gonna set that down, and I'm gonna grab, maybe I'm gonna try a fan brush first. I'm not sure if I'll continue with this, but I think this is the best candidate, so I'm just gonna take that, and I'm getting some white paint on here, just like that. And I'm gonna go like this. I just wanna put some of this color in here, around here, like this. All right. I'm just kind of going, you know, all over the place, really. I don't want it to be a real, you know, bright sky. I'm just doing little circles. All right. Maybe I got to come down here. I'm going to be a little bit more soft and subtle down here, because this is like the horizon area here. All right, let me set that fan brush down real quick. I'm just going back to this dirty brush. Now I'm going to try to blend out the bottom of this and see what that does for us. I'm just kind of killing the bottom edges here, and I might extend these clouds a little bit. I just want to soften them, stretch them. Make that one a little bit darker. You can scrub these things. You can just do anything, you know, just to soften them. You can circles, you can scrub them. All right. All right, so that was the fan brush. I'm actually going to take this dirty old 1-inch, and I'm getting some white paint on here. I like the design with the fan brush, but I want to mix it a little bit up. I just want to mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to take this brush and put us in a different old shape of a cloud right there. Boom, done. Extend this one this way, up that way. Maybe there's a little bit of color down here too. And now I'm going to soften this area here. This is the horizon right here. And these clouds lift right up into the distance. So I want to make this like extremely soft, get a little bit more white, just so there's a couple different values of color. Some there maybe. And I'll wipe this off real quick. And just go back in here and just soften this. It'll just help it look like it's a little bit further back. Same here, maybe I'll hit this a little bit just to quiet that down. All right, going right back into the white again. And I just want to have, what are we going to do? We're going to do something right here. So I just want to put a little bit of color here. I just want to brighten this area up right here. Like almost like the bottom edge, the top edge of this cloud. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute, or why I'm doing this. All right, wipe this off. I'm constantly using like dirty brushes. It doesn't even bother me. Because like whatever's on it and whatever it mixes with, that's just what it mixes with. That's just how I look at it. All right, so I don't want this like big drastic difference in between the clouds. I just want a little bit more light right here. So I'm gonna go back in here and then put a little bit more right there. And I'm using this big old, you might be better off using like a fan brush, you know, or a filbert right in here. I'm just using the corner here of this big one. Lift this up a little bit in that corner. Actually, let me do one thing, just grabbing a bigger brush real quick. I'm just going to run across this like this. It'll just kind of help it. Give it a little bit of, you know, that atmospheric look. Okay. That was a real light touch. All right, that's cool. Okay, let me set that down and get me a paper towel. Ready? All right, so I want to put like a moon here real quick. So I'm just going to take my finger and just pop that into the paint real quick. I put the light in here, so I just want to kind of go like this. I'm just going to touch it and just rip it right off. See that? Okay, done. I'm not going to do anything else to that. Pretty cool, huh? I just wanted a little moon in there, so there's the moon. All right, I think maybe I'll just keep using this fan brush. There's some white paint on here. I'm going to move right down into this section right here. Let me just hit this real quick, just to straighten this line up here. This doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Just making it a little bit more even, you know. All right, so I got this here. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to start like here, and I'm just going to get a basic line in here real quick. I just want to go like this, up, and then start here, and then end right about there somewhere. And just for the heck of it, let me do this for you guys. Let me just grab a filbert real quick. Okay, it's probably easier to do this with a filbert. I already made the line. I'm just making a quick outline for what I'm doing here. All right, this is going to drop right there. This is coming right there like this. Probably going to come up here and break the horizon up there and drop down. Something like that. And then we got to make something over here. And these lines will be adjusted. Okay? They'll be adjusted for sure. So I just like to get a little start, a little sketch in. You know, it just helps you know where you're going. Like I said, this is an easy picture. This is super easy. You guys can definitely do this without a doubt. All right, maybe put in a little bit of light color back here. Make something back here. Maybe there's like some stuff happening way back there. We don't know what it is though, but it's happening. Okay, not too much over here. I'm just being like super loose about that. All right. Now, I wasn't joking when I said this is an easy painting. I wasn't kidding, but that's the other reason why I wanted to do this in acrylic, so you guys can see it done both different ways, because I think you guys will really like it. Alrighty, let's go back into here, and I got all right, so we got that in. Just start playing around with some stuff here. I like doing these little foam circles. This is all part of my little sketch that I do. I love doing these little sketches. You know, it just helps me figure out everything. It really does. That's exactly why I keep saying This is why I do sketches in every picture that we do here. All right, that's that. Now we got to mix up a little bit of a color, so I probably just wipe this off here. And I'm going to take pure white, and I am going to use that red. I'm going to use pure white, a little speck of the red, and the blue, a tiny, tiny speck of the blue too. Just to get, I want to put this little transparent area right here first. Just kind of get this out of the way. Go back down here, scoop some more of this up. Maybe bring some there, I don't know. We can work it in if we don't use it. All right, cool. All right. While I'm at it, I'm going to take some pure blue and just throw that in there. Let's grab a little bit of black too. That dulls it down. And I'm going to go scrub it right up to this white area here. And I'm just scrubbing this color in here. A little bit more black and on there. And I'm not cleaning this. Maybe I'm wiping it here and there, but that's it. I don't really clean anything. I don't think I've cleaned any of my brushes while we have done paintings. All right, just throwing the color in, just like this. Okay. All right, so this is a 2-inch, this is a blender, okay? If you don't have this, you can use a 1-inch or a 2-inch. All right, but I'm going to take this blender real quick, and I'm going to blend this light color into the dark color right here. So I'm going to go like this. I'm just like setting it down. And that's why we just scrub those colors in, because I want to blend this. I'm just using the edge of this, like the corner. And all this is going to do is just give a nice little, transition. And that's it. So it'll take a second to do this. A lot of hairs are falling off this thing. You get the idea? Make a little transition. Stick that back up there. Okay, so for you guys who don't have a blender, grab a 2-inch. Same thing. Use the corner. See that? Boom. And just be patient. Take a second or a minute or two and pull that color down and to the side and go down here, do all this kind of stuff. Okay? That just gives that little transparent part of the wave. That's all that does. And you can always put more color in too. Like, look, all right, so let's see. If you want it to be more colorful, go like this. Take some pure blue. Take pure blue. Watch this. Pure blue. Right back up here. Let's hit this again. Make it more colorful. Blend these two together. Just like this. And just do these little circles and all that stuff. You could do that and then go back down here. If you do that, you might just need to add a little bit more of the white in like this. Come right back up here. Blend it in, and you just keep doing this and just keep doing it. And you can make it lighter and lighter each time, or darker. Pull it down a little bit. All right, so that's all that does. And we can adjust that later. We'll see how it goes. All right, before I go too far, I want to do this foam right here. So I'm going to mix up, I'm going to use some red, blue. So blue, red, and white. I want to make like a bluish purple color. And this is just going to be like the shadow part of the foam. So blue, red, and white. And it just gives you like a purple color. I'm just going to stick this down and see if I like it. Make it a little bit lighter. Okay, and we'll go like this. This is just a shadow foam. I'm just going to scrub some of this in. There's already some of that blue from earlier when we put that in. Lighten this up just a hair. Right, come in here like this. And I'm just doing little tiny circles. And this is just the foam. All right, there's that. Super simple. I'm just wiping this off, this filbert. All right, I'm going to take the filbert. I'm just taking some white paint. Whatever's on the brush is cool because it's going to be like a bluish purple color, which is cool. I'm going to come right here like this, and I'm just going to start putting in just some of the, think about like water and what happens when a wave crashes down. Water is going to be like flat here. Just get some more paint. It's going to be pretty much flat right here. And then as it comes down the wave, it's going to come, like this. So just put a few of these areas in, maybe a little something here like this. But, seriously think about just putting in this color right now, because the water at this point, it's going to be flat and then it's going to crash down and do its thing. All right, let me get some more white paint on here, and then I'm going to go right here. Just going to put like a little foam thing right there, maybe. Got one there already. Before we get too far ahead here, I'm taking the fan brush. White paint, fan brush. Got to come in here like this. I'm going to get some more paint on here and come down and shoo, just like this. Make that crash part of the wave. Okay, just like this. Now when you're doing this, if you don't leave some dark in here, it's not going to look right. All right, so be careful when you're doing that. Leave a little bit of dark in there. Okay, see that section of dark right there? It's important, leave it. All right, I'm setting the filbert down. While we got the fan brush here going, I'm going to take, it's got white paint on it already. So I'm touching into a little bit of the red, and it's just going to offset the color just a little bit, and I want to see how this looks. I just want to put some highlights here. I'm just going to put some highlights on like the foam stuff. I'm just using the corner of the fan brush. See that? Dipping back into it, coming down like this, just kind of hanging out on the top of this foam here, see? Come there, I'm flipping the brush over. I'm doing little, little circles and stuff. All right, this can be brought down there just a hair a little bit to make like a different layer in the foam. Maybe one there too. Flip it over, come this way. Okay. All right, so that's that. Let's set this back down here. What do I want to grab here? I'm going to probably try to grab this 2-inch, and I'm going to use the corner of it. I just want to hit this real quick. So the white color that we just put on, I'm going to hit the bottom edge of that. And I'm just going to, it just softens it. That's all it does. Makes it nice and soft. Gets rid of any hard edges that's going on. And I'm just doing it real carefully. Yeah, not carefully, easily. Like I'm not pushing real hard. So really what I'm doing is I'm blending in this light color that we just put in. I'm blending it into the color that we put underneath of there, if that makes better sense to you guys. All right. Okay. Let's move on to the knife. Grab the knife here, and I'm going to take white, that whitish purple color. It's just like a white color with a little bit of blue, red. It's like a purple color. It's a little bit lighter than this here. I'm going to take some of that, and I'm just gonna go like this with the knife. Almost like carelessly put some of this color in here. Thinking about like, where's the sunlight gonna shine through, or the moonlight gonna come through. Making little lines back here. Some of them are gonna go uphill. You can use the knife to make cool little shapes. Now, everybody will tell you when you hold a knife, hold it like this. I'm telling you that's probably cool and fine, but when I hold a knife, this is how I hold it. I put my finger on the blade. I've been told that's the wrong way, but this is what works. This is how I do it. So if it works better for you, it gives me more control. So I'll come up here and look, see, I can actually control the blade. Where if I'm holding it like this, I don't know, I just feel like I end up throwing the knife. So I'm just putting some of this color in. That's all I'm doing. Okay, and then it's going to get a little bit darker as it comes this way. Doesn't look too dark, but that's okay. Okay, take a little bit of this, and I'm going to go like this. Make a few little, I'm using the corner of the knife to make a few lines. I'm going to come back with the liner brush here in a minute. Okay? So bam, there's that. So I'm going to wipe this off real quick and grab, we could probably just use the fan brush, and I'm going to get a blue and white. Just a little bit of blue and white, and we want to think about a little bit of sand. Here's the moon. So let's just think about a little bit of sand. So I'm just going to pull some of this color down. Okay, the brighter area is right under the moon. That's where I'm doing it, right here. And I'm just going to pull a little bit down like this. This is like, this is nighttime. There's no brown sand here tonight. I'm going to try to take this dirty brush. I'm just going to like kind of soften these lines up real quick. And I'll just run these like this. All right, maybe a little bit more white actually. A little bit more right there. Maybe some right next to it. Okay. I'm not too worried about this right now because I'll show you in a minute why. So like, let's say you do this. Let's say you think, oh no, that's too light. Here's what you do. Take a fan brush and go into some black, right? And go like this. If you think it's too light, take it and just pull some black paint down. See that? Everything is fixable, even if it's not broken. See? Wipe that off, and then let me just do this since I just showed you that. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that back in. All right, that's just a quick little solution for that. Just got to pop this back in. Okay. All right, that just gives it like a little bit of that illusion, okay? More on that in a second. All right, I don't want to go to the liner yet. I don't want to do that yet. What do I want to do here? All right, I got to soften this up here in the background. It's this cloud or whatever this thing is here. This is the original horizon line back here. I just want to make it look a little bit hazy, just so there's a little bit of depth in between the background and this wave right here, and it doesn't look like such a solid hard line. Same thing here. Rubbing some of that color in. bringing it down. Okay, set the fan down. All right, knife, back to the knife. I'm gonna gotta move this dirty pile out of the way. I'm gonna get some white paint. There's a little bit of blue in it, but that's totally fine. Get some more. So here we go. I want to put in the little water that comes out in front of the, in front of the wave when it crashes down, or the water that kind of draws back. I'm going to do that with this right here. I'm just setting the knife down like this. Set that down, get some more, and I'm just kind of using the corner. See that? And it just makes that nice little edge right there. Come back in here and get this side right there. And if you want, you can do a second line if you want, or something like this. Just something that's a little bit more out of focus. Just to show that there's like something happening here. There's some water is doing something. Okay, I'm just using the knife, and this is just working things together here. There's a straight line right here. We can fix this, look, by using the angle of the knife. All right. You don't have to use the knife. You can do this line. You can do this with a liner brush. You can do that line. You don't have to use the knife. I just recommend to use the knife because it's the easiest way, in my personal opinion, to do that. Filbert. I'm just going to soften up this side here just a little bit, just so your eye isn't drawn right to here right away. Just make some fuzzy edges and stuff like that. I'm going to wipe that off. Okay, and now is when I'm going to move over to the liner. Let me just find one first. I know I have one. Okay, got it. Okay, liner brush. Now I'm just going to thin this down real quick into some white, and I'm going to start with like a blue color first. So I just used some blue and white. Here it is right here. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to start doing little snaky little lines. All right, it just shows the shape and the direction that this wave is going in. Okay, just so you can see that. You can put some back here. And we'll go with a darker color. And this is what this does here. This kind of shows you, the direction of the water, and just put these little lines all over the place. I generally use like a darker blue and a lighter blue. And you can come back towards the center with a lighter color to kind of mix it up. What this does, it just kind of gives it that feel of water moving around and stuff. And then you can also come right out like here, and you could put some lines out here too. It could just show, little areas of water or whatever. All right. You can also take this and just put in a few little areas, that like splashed up or whatever. Maybe here's some like this. And I'm just like doing this real fast. I'm not taking my time or anything like this. So take your time, do stuff that, it feels right to you. There's a few different ways to do that. You can use the liner, or you can use the edge of like a 2 or a 1-inch brush and go like this, just to throw these little things in. Whatever fits you is the best way to do it, I think. Okay, liner brush. Let me wipe this out real quick. I just want to do something here. I do have to wipe this fan brush out, clean it real quick. Okay, wipe that out. Get some paint up on here. So I'm going to take a very, very light blue, well, it's actually white color. And let me see if I can do this right. So in the picture that I'm going off of, there was like some stuff in the sky. So I'm going to try to, I'm just going to go like this a few times, just to throw a few like little stars and stuff in the background. You know, not too much, just like that'll just give you the idea. If you're looking at this from like 10 feet, you're going to realize like, okay, maybe that painting has stars in it or something. It's a nighttime sky. All right, let me wipe that off real quick. All right, so, all right, I want to do one thing since I have this knife here. So this painting, I'm standing back and I'm looking at it. I just want a little bit more dark in this area. So I'm actually just going to use the knife, and I'm going to take some black and blue. You don't have to do this, but I just feel like there needs to be a little bit more dark over here for, you know, get a little bit more contrast and stuff. And this is like the stuff that I do sometimes, you know, because I don't mind if if something messes up, that's cool. I'll fix it later, you know. So I just wanted a little bit more dark in this wave, because it is nighttime. You know what I mean? It's nighttime. So there you go. So you see the moon shining over here. You know, I don't really want people to look at the left side of this. I just want them to look at the, you know, I want them to, when they look at it, I want it to be like, boom, right here. All right, which this area here, soften that up a little bit. You know, everything is just trial and error. Trial and error. Using this knife again to, whoop, that paint was awful thin. Just going to spread some of this around. Like that. I'm actually going to do this real quick. Take this paper towel, and I put some thin paint on here, so I'm just going to pat it. See that? Now it's like gone, just about. Hit it with the knife like this. Okay. All right, I just got to take a second here and take a look. All right, so let me just go over this real quick. So this was like, this here, the reason I wanted to do this painting here today was because I wanted to also show you guys this can be done in acrylic. This is a super easy painting. Now, in the comments, I've had a couple people say, like, you know, it always looks so easy on the YouTube videos, but it's not easy for us beginners. Well, you know, I just want to let you guys know something. Like, you know, this is like my third year painting. 2 of them years, I only painted once a month, once every other month. So the reason I have this channel is because I want to help you guys. I definitely want to help you, but I want you to know when you're watching me, I'm not this art guy, you know, this guy who went to art school. I'm just like you. You're watching somebody who is on the same level as you. You know, I have a burning desire to do this, so just make sure you know that when you're watching me. I am no different than you. I'm here to help you guys, okay? So I'm gonna put a card up here and a link in the description. I want you to head over to this other channel, wonderful channel. She's gonna be doing this same painting. She's gonna be doing it in acrylic to give you guys an idea how you can do this in acrylic, the same type of scene. So make sure that you head over there now, show her some love, hit like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon, real soon. We're giving a painting away in a few days, maybe less. Turn the bell on. You're not gonna wanna miss this one. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys. Talk to you guys maybe tomorrow, actually. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'll see you real soon, guys. Take care. Later on.